Story time with Mr. Lamada. He will be starting soon. Oh, story time with Mr. Lamada, where all your dreams come true. Oh, it brings to life your favorite stories with a great big smile. You won't live lonely, won't you start all the reading? I just can't wait to be hearing story time with Mr. Lamada. He will be starting soon. Oh, story time with Mr. Lamada, where all your dreams come true. Oh, he brings to life your favorite stories with a great big smile. You won't live lonely, won't you start all the reading? I just can't wait to be hearing.
Good morning to you and welcome to Storytime. Apologies for coming in late. Tech issues, like I say always, it's not a story time unless in the background here there's lots of floundering and and rushing going on. Thank you so much for joining in Storytime. Glad we're here. Glad we could make it still. Yes, tech issues or not, we are here. Thank you so much for joining us on Storytime. Happy Friday. As you can see, the dance is back. The chick is back. You know it is a good Friday. Thank you so much for joining in today and welcome. Thank you. Please, as always, let us know where you're joining in from. And I'm glad that you still joined us even though we're jumping on a little bit later than normal. Thank you so much for being here with us on Storytime. Yes, guess who's back? Yes, it is Papa and Chicken, and they're here. Interrupting Chicken and the Elephant of Surprise. Yes, indeed. This one coming to you from David Ezra Stein and Candlewick Press. Thank you so much for joining us this morning. Thank you for being here with us, and of course a big thank you to Candlewick Press for allowing us to share this lovely book right here on Storytime. Yes, bringing back this dynamic duo. Thank you so much for joining in Storytime. I hope you're ready today. I hope indeed that you've had a great week. I hope that you have a great Friday, and I hope that this coming weekend is one full of relaxation and everything that your heart desires. Thank you so much for joining in Storytime today, and welcome. Let us know where you're joining in from, and indeed who is joining in with you this morning. Let us see who is with us, ready to enjoy a wonderful story. Good morning to you. How are you doing today? Good morning, snacking. Sarah and Nathan out in sunny Illinois. They're eating small chocolate chippers and wishing everyone a happy weekend. Well, doesn't get any better than that, does it? Thank you so much for joining in, Sarah and Nathan. Please snack away. That's what Storytime is about, to books. And of course, what goes well with a book? A good snack. Thank you so much for joining in Storytime. And good morning to you, Coach Amanda. How are you doing today? Thank you so much for joining in Storytime. Amanda West and of course Sarah and Nathan out in Illinois. Thank you for being here with us. Appreciations to you. Much love. Thank you for being here with us. Good morning. I hope indeed you also have a lovely weekend. Thank you for being here with us. Good morning to you, Tara. How are you doing today? Clara and Erin, thank you so much for joining in. Good to see you. You say last day of vacation in Vermont. Well, enjoy it to the max, and I'm so glad that you're spending part of it with us here on Storytime. Thank you so much, and I hope that you enjoy the story today, and of course enjoy the time that we spent together, and of course enjoy this lovely Friday, and wishing you the very best as the school year starts up ahead. Thank you so much for joining in today. Thank you. And you are saying it is rainy out today in Vermont. Oh, rainy last day of vacation. Well, enjoy it. I hope you do get to do some fun stuff still lots of stuff to do indoors as well. So I hope that you get to enjoy that, and I hope that too it lets up a little bit so you can still go outside. Thank you so much for joining in, Erin and Clara, and of course Tara McNamara. Thank you so much for joining us today on Storytime. Thank you for being here. Happy last day of vacation, but enjoy it to the max, and of course wishing you a lovely year ahead. Thank you so much for joining us this morning. Good morning to you, Pamela Courtney. A wonderful time this morning. Auntie Kim arrived from Virginia. Oh my goodness. Well, good morning to you, and thank you for joining us, Auntie Kim. Welcome to the Storytime community. We're celebrating her birthday. Well, and happy birthday. Oh my goodness. Happy times, Braylon, Chad, Auntie Ann, and our dad, Jamil. Oh my goodness, Jamil. Good to see you back. I know you were here a while back. Good to see you back here with us on Storytime. Good morning to you, Jamil. And I'm making sure this time that I try to get your name correctly. Glad you made it with a big smile. Well, thank you so much. You know, I could not miss being here with you all this morning. Tech issues or not, we're here. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. You all help in putting this smile on my face. Thank you so much for joining in. Pamela Courtney, hugs to you. Good morning. Jamel, good morning to you. Of course, Auntie Ann, Braylon, Chad, and of course, the latest member. Good morning to you, Auntie Kim. I hope your travels from Virginia were good. And thank you indeed for being here with us on Storytime. Welcome. Good morning to you, Sharon Lungo, and of course Soraya, right here in Oakland. Thank you so much for joining in Storytime today. Welcome. Are we still sleepy today, Soraya? Welcome to Storytime. Hopefully we'll wake you up and get ready for school. Thank you so much for joining us today. Thank you. Absolutely love it. Good morning to you, Monique Morales Wakefield. Hello there, dear friends. So glad you're here. That coming from Pamela Courtney. Well, thank you so much, Monique. Good morning to you. Hope you're having a lovely day. Where are you joining us from, Monique? Thank you for being here on Storytime with us. Aurelia Lee, good morning to you out in Pennsylvania, of course, with Andres. How are you doing today, Andres? Thank you for being here on Storytime. I hope you're ready for this one coming back to us after a little bit. And this one is called Interrupting Chicken and the Elephant of Surprise. This one coming to you from David Ezra Stein, and of course being read with permission of the publishers, Candlewick Press. I hope you're ready for this one. Get comfortable, get cozy, get ready as we're about to get started with our story for today. Go now, get your snack. Do it like Sarah and Nathan, they already got their snack. Go and grab your snack now. Come back for this wonderful book in a few minutes after this short break. Interrupting Chicken and the Elephant of Surprise. Join me on the other side of this very short break. Thank you for being here with us on Storytime.
Hi, everyone. My name is Amanda Davis. I am a children's book author, illustrator, and high school art educator. I am the author of 30,000 Stitches, the inspiring story of the National 9/11 flag, illustrated by Sally Warren Comport and published with Worthy Kids # book group. One thing that drew me to writing 30,000 Stitches was the idea that people from all different communities came out to stitch this flag and make it whole again. So I hope that when people read 30,000 Stitches, they remember the power of sharing our stories. When people came out to stitch the flag, they shared their stories, whether about loss or pain or love. We all have stories to tell, and by sharing our stories and listening to one another's stories, we can create a better understanding of each other and create a sense of connection and unity. And this is what creates a more inclusive world. I hope you enjoy your story time with Mr. LaMotta. Bye, everybody.
Welcome back, and we do have this one. Thank you, Amanda, as always. Yes, inclusive world. An inclusive world is what we are about. Thank you so much for joining in. Get ready for this one. Interrupting Chicken and the Elephant of Surprise. This one coming to you from David Ezra Stein and being read with permission of the publishers, Candlewick Press. A big thank you from them. And I must mention too that we do have brand new books coming in from Candlewick Press that we'll be reading here on Storytime. So in the next coming weeks, please look out for all that new material from Candlewick Press. But for today, Interrupting Chicken is back. And this time with the elephant of surprise. Here we go. Interrupting Chicken and the Elephant of Surprise. Every time I read this title, I cannot stop laughing. Interrupting Chicken and the Elephant of Surprise, written by David Ezra Stein and read with permission of the publishers, Candlewick Press. It was after school for the little red chicken. It was after school for the little red chicken. What do you do? Well, chicken, said Papa. Did you have a good day at school? Yes, Papa. And today my teacher told us every story has an elephant of surprise. So let's read the story and we will find the elephant. Chicken, she wasn't talking about an elephant. She was talking about an element of surprise. What's an element of surprise? Great question for us all. What is an element of surprise? It's the part of the story that makes you say, whoa, I don't know that was going to happen, said Papa. An elephant in a story always makes me say, whoa. So please, let's read the story together. All right, fine, but I don't expect you will find any elephant in this story. Which one do you like? The elephant of surprise or the element of surprise? The ugly duckling. After a long, lonely winter in the cave, the ugly duckling was growing desperate. I don't care if they tear me to pieces. I must be near glorious creatures for just one moment, he said as he flung himself toward the flock of swans. To his amazement, the graceful birds did not attack or tease him, but seemed to accept him as one of their own. He peered into the water at his reflection, gasped, and said, what did he say? Surprise! I'm an elephant! Thank you for finding me. No problem. We learned about you in school. Oh my. Chicken, there are no elephants in the ugly duckling. Every good story has one. That's what my teacher said. That's ridiculous. Is the ugly duckling a good story? Well, yes, but then it must have an elephant of surprise. Let's try another book. Oh, interrupting chicken. Oh, let's read Rapunzel next. Enchanted by Rapunzel's beauty, beautiful singing, the prince drew near the tower. He had waited for this night. Rapunzel, Rapunzel, he called. Let down your hair. Silently, a braid of Rapunzel's hair slid down the tower wall. Come to me, my prince, called the melodious voice above. With all haste, the prince began to climb. When he reached Rapunzel, he gazed at his love, and she said, surprise! I am an elephant! You've done it again. You are welcome. Oh, chicken. Chicken, I know there is no elephant in Rapunzel. That is just plain ridiculous. Don't you feel sorry for the elephant, Papa? All alone, waiting for someone to find him? Read another story, and we'll find that poor elephant. Oh my goodness. Chicken, this is silly. It's my homework. Miss Gizzard said to read 3 books and find the elephants in all of them. Okay, Papa sighed. Here comes another story with no elephants. No elephants in this one. Let's see though. The Little Mermaid. Already the mermaid could feel the sea witch's potion working. Soon, with her new legs, she would dance with the prince, and he would fall in love with her. As she crawled out of the waves, a sharp pain passed through her. She fell to the steps of the palace and knew only darkness. When she awoke, the prince himself was standing over her. In the moonlight, she saw that her wish had come true. She finally did have legs. Elephant legs! Wow, that was a surprise. I know. Oh, wow, chicken. Well, chicken, are you happy? You've put an elephant in every story. But now I'm going to tell you a story, and I will make sure there are no elephants. Okay, Papa, and I will draw the pictures. Oh, yes. Papa's Story by Papa. Hi! Once there was a papa whose daughter loved elephants, and she thought she saw them everywhere, but there were no elephants. Every day he got her dressed, but there were no elephants in the dresser. And every day he packed her up. He packed her off to. Where did he go? Maybe we should start here. Every day he fixed her breakfast, but there were no elephants in the refrigerator. I'm glad about that. And every day he packed her off to. Elephant school! Ta-da! Hi, elephant school. Hop in, chicken. Oh my goodness. Oh, chicken, how do you manage to insert an elephant everywhere? Oh, Papa, I knew there would be an elephant in the story. So did I, somehow, said Papa. And it was right at the end, said Chicken. What a great surprise. Oh, my. Are we done, Chicken? Yes, Papa. Homework is done. Now you can help me with my math homework. And that is the end of our story. Join me on the other side of this break in a minute. Thank you so much for being here on Storytime with us today.
This is Anika Moroz-Reese, author of The Teacher's Pet, Watch Out for Wolf, Love Sophia on the Moon, the Anna Banana chapter book series, and Hide and Don't Seek and other very scary stories. And you are watching Storytime with Mr. LaMotta.
Thank you so much for joining in today for Storytime. I appreciate being here with you, and indeed, happy Friday to all of you. I hope that you enjoyed interrupting Chicken and the elephant of surprise. Yes, as you're reading your stories, as you're telling your stories, may you find many, many more elephants of surprise in your stories. Thank you so much for being here. I hope indeed that you do have a lovely day where you are. Yes, lovely Friday. It's been a great lineup of books that we've had, and I look forward to the ones that are coming up next week. So I hope that you get to enjoy them. This one came to you from David Ezra Stein and, of course, Candlewick Press. A big thank you to them indeed for allowing us to share these lovely books here on Storytime. I hope you enjoyed it. I know I did. This one always manages to just make me laugh so much. I hope that it did that for you too. Thank you for being here with us on Storytime. Thank you for joining us. Many, many great stories that we've shared this week, and I hope that you've enjoyed every single one. And please remember to send us your recommendations. Keep sending them our way. Let us know what you like. Let us know what you love. And indeed, we keep learning about all those wonderful stories from you, and we'll do our very best to bring them here to Storytime. Thank you indeed for being here with us. And of course, a big welcome to you, Auntie Kim. Thank you for joining us, and wishing you a lovely stay out in Natchitoches, Louisiana, and of course a safe trip back when the time comes to Virginia. Thank you so much for joining us on Storytime today. It has been a pleasure being with you all. As always, this managed to put a smile on my face and indeed made my heart glad. Thank you for being here with us. One more time, Amanda, thank you for joining us. And of course, Sarah and Nathan, thank you for joining us out in Illinois, sunny Illinois today. Thank you for being here. Erin and Clara, thank you for joining us, as well as Tara out in Vermont. Last day of vacation in Vermont. I hope that you enjoy it. And indeed, on your way back home, I hope that you do have a lovely day back. Thank you so much for joining in Storytime today. Pamela Courtney, of course, thank you for being here. Auntie Kim, thank you for joining us. Auntie Anne, Chad and Braylon, how are you doing today? And of course, Jamel, thank you so much for being here with us on Storytime today. Appreciations all around. Soraya and Sharon Lungo, thank you so much for joining us today. Absolutely appreciate you. And of course, Monique, good morning to you. I did not see your message pop up, but good morning to you indeed, Monique. Thank you for joining us on Storytime today, and I'm so glad indeed that you could be here with us. Andres and Aurelia Lee, thank you so much for joining us out in Pennsylvania. Appreciations to you. Thank you. What a fun read. Absolutely. Thank you so much, Pamela Courtney. And indeed, do find these books where you find books, but especially go to your libraries, get them from your libraries, read them, enjoy them at home. Thank you for being here with us on Storytime today. And of course, remember too that you can find Storytime on Facebook and on YouTube at Storytime with Mr. Limata, and you can also find us at storytimewithmrlimata.com. Enjoy the stories. If you missed the live at 7 a.m. Pacific time, remember that you can catch us at 11 a.m. Pacific time as well, or indeed, as we say always, at your convenience in our archives at Storytime with Mr. Limata on Facebook, YouTube, and as well as storytimewithmrlimata.com. Thank you so much for being here with us on Storytime. Appreciations indeed. And I must say again, I think I must have, for some reason, Erin and Clara, I was thinking today was the last day of school in Vermont, but it's your last day of vacation in Vermont. Of course you say you are in Vermont on vacation. Thank you so much for joining in. I just wanted to clarify that part. Thank you for being here with us. Enjoy your time out there. And indeed, I hope that it lets up. I hope that it lets up and allows you to go out one more time before you head on back home. Thank you so much for joining us on Storytime. It has been a pleasure being here with you. It is always a pleasure. Hugs to you and your loved ones and everybody. Wishing you a lovely Friday and of course a better weekend coming up ahead as well. An even better weekend. Thank you so much for being here with us on Storytime. Please remember to check in on your neighbors. Be kind to yourself. Kind to your neighbors, but also remember to be kind to yourself. Give yourself grace. There's enough pressures in this world. Let us remember to be kind to ourselves. And of course, mistakes will happen. We will make mistakes here and there. Let us remember that it is how we will move on, how we correct them, that really matters. Thank you so much for joining us on Storytime. This has been Storytime for today. This has been Storytime for this week. Thankful that we're here together. Thankful that we have another day to share in this wonderful community. Much love from me, and I will see you again on Monday for more Storytime. Bye-bye.
Story time with Mr. Lamada, where all your dreams come true. He brings to life your favorite stories with a great big smile. You won't leave lonely, won't you start all the reading? I just can't wait to be hearing. I'm with Mr. Lamada. He will be starting soon. Story time with Mr. Lamada, where all your dreams come true. He brings to life your favorite stories with a great big smile. You won't live lonely, won't you start all the reading? We just can't wait to be hearing. Brings to life your favorite stories with a great big smile. You won't live lonely, won't you start all the reading? We just can't wait to be hearing.